Okay. We are up and running. This is annoying. Can I at least get OP Bounty to work? Or will not even that? Function. Good luck tonight. Yeah, there's no the weekly tournament got cancelled. They said they'll double the prize money for the next week, which is cool. Uh, but it is what it is. Yeah, it looks like OP Bounty just isn't functioning at all. Mm. So what do we play? Well, I have the option of playing normal games. Maybe there I can pick what I want to play against. If I'm picking like this, then I suppose I should pick bad matchups. They take forever to load. Hey, okay. We got the Enel lobby. Yeah, gotta nerf you somewhere, exactly. So we're just gonna pick some difficult matchups. Enel seems like a good place to start. Having Kuzan on 5 would be nice. On 3 I have Doc to play. I won't have space for Lafitte. Might as well play the Kuzan, but I do need an Augur to actually get on time. I do have the Black Hole, which is neat. But I don't have enough cards to actually, you know, play stuff. So maybe we get a Myra. Yeah, nice. That was exactly what I was looking for, because it's a 1-done card I can play that actually makes progress. I don't want to take the Black Hole. Do I take the Black Hole? I mean, I need to trash something, so I'll just trash the Kuzan. He went second. I have decided to try out not starving when going second. This, however, is experimental. It's always kind of tough to tell because we can't reliably stop him from finding his pieces, as we've seen. But we have a good amount of success. Now, to what degree is that success due? That's just disgusting, man. Really? Do I just black hole the Holly? Do I dock to get rid of the second double attack? I can take Lafitte and dock. That's probably the way to go. Well, if he'll double attack our life, and then we have 2 rested things, one of them will survive, probably the Lafitte, so we get a free card. Then next turn, if we play Kuzan now, we'll eat 2 double attacks face, and that's just too much at once. Do we have a Burgess in trash? We have 1. So, do I grab another dog? I do need something to trash. So I'll grab a Devon, that way we have 1 in our trash. We'll swing with the dog with 6. He takes the hit. We drop the Devon. We get rid of 1 of his double attacks. And leave it like this. Now then. What will he throw with us? I think even though it's tempting for him to swing into both, I think he's gonna go live with... Oh, okay. I think he's still gonna go live with Hall. No, he's not. Okay, cool. So just an Enel, I guess? I mean, I get it. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's the advantage of just drawing naturally through stronger. We get to get Tempest Kick sometimes. Tempest Kick, Black Hole, and then we can even swing just a little bit. There's an Augur. Guess I drop Kuzan instead of Augur. I mean, next turn I'll be at 7. The next turn I'll be at 9, so I don't need 2 Kuzans. Grab a My Era. Do I keep the 10 cost? Next turn I'll be at 9 actually, so I'm gonna take the Black Hole. Because I can play Kuzan Black Hole for 9 exactly and shoot the Enel he plays. We get a card from his hand. We eat a double attack. We go down to 2 life. But we get to kill the Enel. Now, sadly, do we just die? Like, killing Enel is nice, but double attack plus normal swing just kind of kills us, doesn't it? We do get a lot of cards now, so maybe we'll get a Tempest Kick triggers. And actually, no, we won't. We've seen all the Tempest Kicks. And then the 8 life. Do get a trigger. Goes on. The Holly is a bigger threat than the Enel at the moment. Could kill it with a dock if I had one, but no. You know what? Ask and you shall receive. I will drop one of them. Lafitte instead of Kuzan. No, I need the Kuzan for right away for the Augur. So I have 2 left. So Lafitte is the grab. Mm. 2k. We do get some draw. So let's see. We have an Augur, right? Okay, another Black Hole. That's fine. Let's just go 5 life. Yeah. Okay. One Black Hole is the way to go, I think. No, how screwed are we? If we can counter the leader's swing, we will. Okay, just another Enel. He took another hit, so he's actually relatively close to death. Even if he has a lot of cards at his disposal. Yeah. Since they're... okay, well, that's unfortunate. Doesn't need to waste his swing on that. But we may have not had the Dawn to do it anyways if we do decide to just switch to 10 costs from here on. He stuns the Augur, he swings into the dock with leader, and he puts us down to 1 life. 10 cost stuns 1 and works as a blocker. We get another draw here. Okay, so he goes life. So we counter. I decide to keep the Augur in hand, just in case we get a Kuzan. And don't, in case we don't get a Kuzan, whoops. So we have 3 Kuzans in trash. So the chance is relatively low. I don't want to play Caribou. Augur Black Hole is 1 move. Can we attach a bunch of Dawn afterwards? No. So I need to find, I guess, stronger Black Hole. 10 into an L is not exactly a terrifying play. I do have the dock, but I guess we don't really have targets. He used 1 L Thor, but probably has more. I mean, is stronger better? Probably not, right? Okay, well, that sucks. Just another Augur. So, the only real play is Augur Black Hole. And then swing life a bit, but then we're dead, right? Yeah. Well, we tried. I suppose, in retrospect, could have kept or should have kept the Caribou in the hope that he doesn't find Elthor or the Mamaragan, but the chance for that is there was the last Kuzan. If it yeah, okay, so he had Mamaragan, so it was almost guaranteed. There was still, he had a second one. I guess he's flexing at this point. Yeah, no thanks. And he had an Elthor. Unfortunate. Oh, okay. Let's keep finding shitty matchups and see. Oh, I didn't mean to join that. See how well we can do. Come on. What's the point of all these lobbies if none of them are actually connectable? Well, since we're not in tournament, talk to me, my friends. Talk to me. Give me something to say. Maybe. Why can't I join this dude's lobby? If, apparently his lobby's still there, so nobody took it. Still the same one. This time it worked, huh? Okay, so yeah, so green-purple, also a rough matchup. I very much hope that it's a fad, but I guess with green's broken cards that are just so cancer. Like, Teach just catches strays like that. People aren't worried about Teach, but like, you have like the Sky Luffy with a bunch of rested things that you cannot like interact with at all. The only color that can interact with them at all is green to stun them. So that's what people do since Luna and the fucking Straw Hat thing. Even worse because one of them is fucking searchable with Straw Hats. So everybody and their mother can search for the Stun 2 event. OP Trivia again, you are right, not a bad idea. Every green deck viable because of Luna. It's funny though, because like Luna's been out for a long time, but now there's just good targets. Dock is reasonable. 5 cost is reasonable. I want to play Stage Caribou now. He doesn't have 1 costs at the moment, so. But grabbing the Dock would allow me to set up for shooting stuff like Pudding or the Zoro next turn, even if I don't get to play. But I won't be able to grab Kuzan because I won't have stage played, so I'm just gonna grab the Kuzan, play the stage, trash the Augur, and hope that we find other stuff. We don't. That was technically a misplay, since there's technically 1 card in this deck that has an on-play on trigger. But he didn't top tick it, so that's fortunate. How was my Easter? My Easter was pretty good. I had some like overly fancy brunch, a little bit of salmon, some bread, baguette even. relatively peaceful. Not a lot went on. Guess Lafitte would be nice to have. Eats a swing on the following turn. Do I activate the Kuzan right away? No, I want the free swing. But I mean, if he deramps, then I don't get the free swing. And I have to trash a stronger, but I think that's the way to go. Because he's been, you know, passive, let's say, when it comes to the lead ability. Although I guess doing it that early would be somewhat troll. Yeah, but overall my Easter was pretty chill. Talked to my mom for a while about life, psychology, and the world. Uh, Played some TCG. I rewatched the end of Egghead and the one episode of Elbaf that we got. I thought we'd get like all of Elbaf, which would be weird, admittedly, but when, people were explaining that One Piece had switched to like a per arc, I assumed that, we waited all this time and they were accumulating episodes to now hit us with, but I guess not. I tried playing the Sanwan Wolf blocker in place of Shiri blocker. Have you tried him? I have not tried him. But that's because even in theory he's not that great. Let's see here. Probably 6 cost Kuzan. His turn, or I could play 5 cost plus Lafitte. Kinda want a dock to shoot the stupid Zorojiro. I'd also be down to just play 5 cost Kuzan. Do I have a blocker to grab? I have Devon. Um, and attach 2 Dawn twice to swing to Zorojiro and get rid of some fucking cards. But I can also swing life, make a bit of progress there. That'll probably also eat some cards. And then play 6 cost and something, but I don't know what Kuzan will draw me. Maybe I should have done that first, but I think I should have done that first, then I'd have a bit more info. Playing Black Hole here. I have the Lafitte, and I'd have 1 Dawn extra. I'd be rid of the Zoro. He'd only have the Luffy, which is definitely easier to kill than some of the other stuff. But because he's been saving his stuff, he's gonna drop like big plays, and I need to be ready for those with Burgesses, so I feel like I need to do more than catch up. I'm on the odd curve, so I won't get to teach that smoothly. I don't think another Kuzan helps much. So grab Black Hole, I guess. Let's see how 5 swing life goes. Cap, glad you enjoyed it. Is Elbaf out? Yes, it is. Excited to watch the first episode when I get off tonight on the. When you get off tonight on the projector? I hope you wash your projector, bro. It's kind of gross. Burgess, I guess. Augur, Burgess, since I don't have Doc. I'll have something. Okay, at least I have a teach. So, Sing Swigs. Oh, he took the hit. So I can just go 5 again. Yeah, I just play the 6 I can get another Kuzan and then I can get more from that. And then on turn 9 I can play 2 things and Black Hole, I guess. Augur Black Hole, maybe get rid of the pudding that he wants to play. Now that he's played the Mary. Kinda makes sense, right? That's what he did last turn. He played the Mary in preparation. So, well, oh, let's not fuck this up. First, we turn off on plays, then we swing. That's what I thought. So, was it better than the usual anime episode? No, it was not. But that's not Elbaf's fault. Like, for one, Egghead, absolutely amazing arc. Uh, Personally, I am of course also a sucker for grand plot and lore things, so of course Egghead was absolutely peak. Um, and of course very exciting all the way up to the end. So after that, of course, it's always gonna feel less. But like it's the start of the arc, you know. There's always little shenanigans as the crew gets to where they need to go, and you're getting introduced to the characters. Maybe you see a little bit of a cool world once you actually get to the island. But the big problems haven't been introduced yet. Uh, you know, at the start of an island, people are still getting there saying hello. So the first episode, the one that just got out now, was not anything great, but that's just innate. What's he gonna do for another 4? Another 6k body? Oh, bounty's back up, okay. I mean, I guess everybody thinks it's down, so nobody's online. 8 life, and he has the Zoro, huh? I do have the thingy. He'll swing with Zoro. Okay, it's nice to have a donk in case I want to grab Augur and shoot the Zoro. Then I can Burgess swing. Okay. I think we have enough down to play this. I guess we don't. I could double black hole. I don't have the reduction. I could just play Augur Dog, huh? It's probably the best play. In which case, how many Kuzans do I have left? 3. So I guess I can trash the black hole. I want to keep the teach. I'll trash the black hole and basically just hope for Kuzan. That's the play here, just to get the extra card. That is not Kuzan. Don't have enough down for the feet. I will have to trash something, so I will trash the Lafitte. Get a 2k from that. Okay, also works. Will we get to 8, to 9? No, it won't. But 8 on 6 is nice anyways. We probably get a giant. Oh, no, okay. Well. Boom. It's cool that you can restand a straw hat. Plot twist, you don't have a straw hat. Played KOBB at Store Champ, lost all. Damn. Went home, got Kobe manga from Boba Fett. Damn. See, that's the reward you get for playing Teach. Even though sometimes, Luna, Luna, Luna. He still has the Brook swing, but I think I still grab. I need to clear my board a bit. I still just grab a 5 cost here. Da 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 da. Guess I could have let the auger go, but no. The draw would have been nice, I guess, but I don't have anything to do with my swings. Quite unfortunate. Just gonna grab a Burgess on this. I won't be able to die, so yeah, him being 6k is very much annoying, but what can you do? So I could play another one. But no. Boom. Yeah. 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 Still stun him. And leave it at that. No counter is unfortunate, but how did you connect it? How did I connect to a room? Yeah, I don't know, I just tried a couple times. Like 10 or so. I've been maining purple Dofi and lately it's been rough over here. I can imagine. I think Dofi is a good leader. Not strength-wise, just design-wise. Seven life. I mean, he can do 7 to kill Augur if he wants to, I guess. But I will just take the free block. Okay. I don't have space for things. Wait, he froze them again? Okay, well at least I kept dog. Not that it helps me much, but hey. I don't have space for the feet. Double Kuzan would be lovely if I had fucking space for it. Guess I'll just... There is nothing. Nothing's even in KO range if I replaced like my current auger with another one. So I guess I just replaced my dog with like a with like a Devon or something. He does have, I was want to say, do I just go for game? But he does have Sanji. I will try to remove a little bit of his, oh, interesting. But I guess if I take Augur, I can actually shoot the Sanji. Yeah, I was wondering if I black hole, but with 6 life, unless he has double brick, which he probably won't because he has a Dawn open to use Giant or whatever. But if I take Augur and actually kill the Sanji with black hole, then kill the Brook, he has 2 swings and I have Teach. So he wouldn't be able to kill me, which might be good enough. Alternative would be like Augur, kill. Yeah, if I kill the Sanji Pudding and he gives up Sanji, also fine. I just need to kill 2 of these. Killing Sanji Pudding is the bigger threat. If he's able to protect Brook, that's fine. He has to give up the Sanji for it. Giant works on all, so if he's able to use Giant to protect, that would be very, very, very awkward. And we would probably be dead. So if I just use Devon, requires me to block and then I can't attach Dawn. If I use the black hole. If I just take a Devon, then I'm delaying a bit, which is probably all I need to be honest. And then I have 5 extra Dawn to actually swing. Then I'd have 2 blockers, need have 3 swings. I don't see anything where that's a big problem though. If he counters out with Giant, then we don't get to kill enough. So I need to make sure it fucking dies. So we just go 10 into the Brook. You get smoked by Black Croc. Look, if you want to win against Crocodile, play Teach. He really gets absolutely destroyed by Teach. Do you think electroconvulsive therapy and hypnosis are reliable methods to deal with mental illness? Damn, what a fucking question. Okay. We are fine. We're very fine, actually. Do I swing with Teach? Let's check deck list. Is there anything he has that would really... Green... OP... 15... Dot, dot, dot. Any rushes or something? Some of them are running Momuragan, but he doesn't have cost reduction. If they are running the secret rare rush Luffy 6 cost, that would be a way to lose. I think that's the only real version we do. And since that can restand, we would lose anyways. So we can swing. And leave it at that. Yeah, okay, he goes for another Sanji Pudding. Gets like, goes -2, except no. He just gets 4 active Dawn. Scary. He freezes them again. Fuck. 8 on to 5. He doesn't have unblockable or something, so I'll have to give up the Devon here. Okay. But he's probably still dead. Yeah, okay. Don't think there's really much of a way out for him here. We have, yeah, I mean, he was dead. In earlier scenarios, no, I mean, he found Sanji Pudding, he found a second Sanji Pudding, he had 3 of the fucking stun events. He even electrical Luna'd my board, but we still win. It's not an easy matchup, that's for sure. But it's playable. No. Fresh lobbies, see what we can get into. Enel. Tempting to connect, refresh. Maybe another green purple Luffy. To be honest, I hope it doesn't go through. Enel, come on. Electroconvulsive therapy and hypnosis, I would not call them reliable methods to deal with mental illness. There can be, let's say, hypnotic aspects that can be useful in niche circumstances, but generally you can't like hypnotize somebody out of mental illness. Yeah. How do you play into Kobe? I haven't played against him much since the since OP15. So I can't actually say before. I drank too much coffee. I know. I don't have hiccups, but you know, my stomach just keeps asking me to burp, but it's not quite there, so just end up waiting. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the game. Um, uh, Can we please log into OP Bounty? Or even if we can't log into OP Bounty, just, I think I might have to just do quick join. I can't even attempt to fucking connect quick join. That's just sad. Okay, let's see. Let's enter lobby description. Play private lobbies with chat. I mean, not a bad idea. Carl, I'll send you a code. Okay, Joe, send me a code. Go for it. Joe, don't go over to the dark side, you pathetic little shit. Yeah, Nick, playing private lobbies with chat sounds reasonable, but bunch of teach mirror matchups, probably not the most delighting. Joe, are you still in the stream? You're gonna stream snipe me all the way through? Mm. Okay. Not watching, just listening. I mean, I kind of go through everything, right? Yeah, we'll take it. Do like this. Oh, fuck. Yeah, math is hard, okay? Leave me alone. Well, maybe it saves me from a stupid mistake. Okay, that's another teach trashed. Thank you for playing Teach. Finding someone to hear Teach ideas with is so nice. I'm glad you like it. I have a lot of Teach content. Now that I've started doing streams sometimes, you can watch the replays of those, which means you get hours of just straight gameplay. But I've also, of course... Oh god. You guys still here, or am I just screwed? Alright. Stronger Augur. Nah. Stronger costs a card, bro. Rude, he says. Rude. No right to talk. No right to talk. That'll probably be the right play. You have to spam refresh lobby and it says refresh too many times, it's harder than Q. Disregarding the methods from 50 years ago, I mentioned Are you a believer of psychotherapy or pills will do the trick kind of guy? Okay, so for a bit more clear answer to before, like you can use some hypnosis aspects, just in a like if the patient by a controlled professional in a consensual manner is in like a bit more of a suggestive state, then it can be easier to not work with them, but it can be easier to, let's say, I don't know, convince them of things. Is that the right way to put this without just sounding super evil? Mm, electroconvulsive therapy is more extreme, let's say, for like higher chronic therapy resistant depression. Give me a moment. The cable is short, but it's enough. We don't want to trash this. So we play these, which means you're not ready for death by weenies, bro. I see it. That was a mistake, but hey. That's a lot of nummies. He's too old for me. Play these two. Do what you can. Disregarding the message already, what you said, are you a believer of psychotherapy or pills with the try kind of guy? So generally, you know, both have their uses. The default should and generally is therapy because it, if it works, allows you to get to a more permanent solution, ideally, and also you don't have to work through all the potential side effects. What are you gonna do, Joe? Trash your Brook to restand your 5k swing one cost Nami, huh? Mm, that's a lot of Namis, dog. So generally therapies, normal psychotherapy is the way to go. If the problem, like such as depression, ends up being very resistant, then combining it with medication can be very effective. If like truly nothing works and it really is chronic to its core, then pills may be the only way to go. Even then, sometimes for some people, there's just nothing. Uh, that's very depressing. Like to think that like you can be in the simplest form to express sad, and with all our knowledge and with all our attempts and passion, that there's legit nothing you could do. Uh, yeah, just sad. Mm, da da da. Mm, rude. But hey, I've eaten worse Lunas, let's be real. Does it make a difference? Does the Devon help? Maybe a little. Don't think the Augur does much better. Mm, let's see here. No dawn, huh? No, that's why we turned off on plays, bitch. Still dead. Alright, easy. Yeah, so winning against green purple Luffy is very doable, and it's actually like almost easy if you're playing against Joe, right? So if you ever want to get a free win, whether it's against green purple, blue purple Luffy, Enel, or just a matchup you're struggling with, just play against Joe, and you'll kind of find ways of, oh, it's actually winnable. Mm, Shout out to Joe, by the way. Let's see, new lobby. Yeah, I know you break pretty hard. That was rough. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Nick. Joe already gave me another code. Joe, you could have just clicked on rematch. You know that. Mm, eh, it's questionable. It has some of what I want. Kind of have to pray. It could be worse. It could be worse. All right, life is fine. Mm. Is the sim working slow or not working for some? Yeah, it is having problems. Are you trained in either things or just theoretic knowledge? Define trained. Like I have a bachelor, so actual courses and professors and shit like that. But that theoretically is theoretical knowledge, right? Uh, the amount of access you would get to actual patients is, of course, at to say it lightly, limited, right? It's kind of like with medicine, like oh, do I actually kill this? Eat the swing. Guess I can just leave it. Kill the Nami. Is it worth it to kill that? Sometimes I'm not sure. But no like actual hands-on experience or something beyond courses and the practical aspects of those courses. But it's difficult to like sit in on a therapist session or something, or get like some random dude who can't afford real therapy and has to deal with like a bachelor student and hope that he's competent enough. Mm, let's see here. This, this. Um, I think we're basically fine. The locals are all meta slaves, which have fallen into mono black. Which slaves? Which I've fallen into. But mono black will always be my true love. Okay, okay. So you're currently a slave to the meta, like a poor peasant who will never achieve true freedom. Nika would be ashamed of you. But in your heart of hearts, you know that black is the way to go. So that's what you should aim for. Let's see. Okay. We have that. Couple of options. Both here. Let's take this for a moment. We'll see. What do we get with Lafitte? Nothing that stands out. Just take this then, I guess. Can't swing. So, okay, that's nice. And then auger is a nice thing to grab. And then get rid of, I guess, another auger. No life swings. And we leave him a Sanji pudding. I guess we're most cooked if he has another Sanji pudding, at which point the tempo he gets is just too much. But of course, that Luffy is also a massive threat. Yeah. Isn't therapy always free in Europe? I mean, kind of. Yeah. I haven't had the need to get any my own, so I haven't actually had to go through that process. Okay. This is stupid. Dun 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 dun. I guess I can play like this. Three. I guess it's not a bad idea. Kind of rough. Both of them really need to die. Luffy is the bigger direct threat, but Sanji Pudding just keeps giving him massive tempo. And prevents him from actually losing stuff. But Luffy just kind of gets closer to just killing us. So I'll do it like this. We drew. We play these. Leaves us with. I guess I can play that if I play these three. But then I can't swing. Although it lets me swing with auger, so I'll do it like that. Boop. 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 Been playing Shanks, and it's so funny because the meta kind of feels like OP09 in a way. How does it feel like OP09? How many teachers are in my trash? I guess 9 on 7 would have also been reasonable. Depending on the hand. Would force counter. Since he didn't have a Dawn for Giant. Oh, actually got into OP Bounty. Became a meta slave during the Heroin Cup. Does that make you a peasant? I mean, it's like niche. You don't have time to like, if you're not already, a fan of a specific female leader. Is it just me or is the stream laggy? Oof. Sorry if it's laggy. Man, it may be a bit fucking hell. Okay. That's unfortunate. Luna is gay. Alright, you don't have the active Dawn to restand. I mean, like, there is no, there is no play. Yeah, there is no play. Like, maybe if I had like a 2k, then I could drop those and play 10 cost teach, but it's not possible. What deck am I bringing to regionals? Blackbeard, obviously. Joe, you can trash the brook to restand your pudding. You can trash the brook to restand the Luffy as well. What's coming at me with 5? Nothing I'd be too scared of. If you had something that could rest, you would have done it already. So I'll just take a free block. Sanji. Gross. Yeah. Could go like that. But I probably wouldn't make it through. It's too wide a board. I'm just dead. Let's see. What do I have left in the deck? I guess there's a good amount, so I would find, so that would be 6. Yes, there's technically also the option of, nah, there's only one dock left in my deck. If I found it, I guess that would be 1 down cheaper. Although I guess I would also keep a swing, which is actually important. Yeah, maybe that is my only way out. Because I keep the swings. I'd have a lot less to work with, but I guess it depends on the cards. I think I just have to push my luck. Well, it's not pushing my luck, it's just playing for the only possible out that I have. And then we turn off on plays. Do like this, that, depending on the hand. Get all out of all of them. I could also do this, that. Difficult. 6k leader just very much hurts. Giant fixes things too easily. If I do that, that's probably the best way to go about it. Nice 6 or less draw. Nice 6 or less dawn to draw with, bro. No giant. Easy. Easy, boys. That's how easy it is to win against green-purple. At a Q streak, we're matched into Robin, Buggy, Blackbeard, Purple, Black, Luffy. Black, Purple, Luffy. What is the actual reason for this structure? I wonder how it's organized. I think purple's always at the end. And yellow and L in like 6 to 7 games. Oh, okay. Oh, yellow. Okay. Okay, fair. I think that's just your luck in the scenario, though. Hello, Mev. Alright, boys. Now I get to play against purple and L. What? You say purple and L, and then you fucking pick green purple? Fucking traitor. Oops, wrong deck. Yeah, he said that because I won the coin toss. I mean, there is a structure to what color comes first. I don't know if it's alphabetical. There's a couple, like yellow is always at the end, right? Like blue, yellow, red, yellow. Purple is always at the end. I think purple is always at the end. I think it might just be alphabetical order then. Enel. Yeah, I think it's alphabetical. Like if I grab a kind of a couple of random dual-colored leaders, it works. Black, yellow, Moria. Also works alphabetically. Green, purple, Luffy works. Red, green, Luffy doesn't work. Okay, so it's not quite there. I think I have to do it like this. Rough. Oh, let's see how not starving goes. It might go in the order of the color wheel. That would have been my next thought. What is the order of the color wheel? I can't say that I know it by heart. It would make sense if that's how it was. Somebody needs to Come on, dude. Have some, I don't know, what's the right word? Dignity here? But I do get the Lafitte search. I will grab Doc. Trash. Devon. Grab. Does it matter here? I don't think so. I guess it could be nice to have the Lafitte. Do I even play it? I don't know. Maybe. We use the Doc. I'll play the Lafitte. Get it ahead for next turn. Like that. Red, green, blue, purple, black, yellow. I think we just say the colors in order of how it appears on the leader. True, but there seems to be a consistency to it. And I think that is the yellow wheel. Damn. Hits me with the El Thor and Vari. Did you add Vari just for me? Just cause you know I'll hit you with the combos. uh, Lightning Dragon, bro. Okay. Not having a 2k there basically is GG. What are these draws, bro? What? Give me something to work with. Thank you. I think I still fuck this deck. True. I guess I could get screwed over by that play, but I don't think I have much of a choice because the alternative is just too sad. Yeah, that's the right way to put it. Too sad. Okay. Boom. Boom. Wow. And now. Yeah, I know. Lightning Dragon, Mamaragan, double attack. I saved myself. I saved myself the time, you know? Yeah, it would have gone exactly like that. Would I have lived in any Citronard situation? Yeah, I see it, I see it. So, did you have the stun? No. Would I have lived in any way? No, right? Starts with the double attack, and then I go to 0, and then he still has the 10k. And I can't get out of, I don't have enough counter to get out of the actual swing. Joe, for the love of God. You can just go rematch. Okay. Okay, let's just look at TCG. Let's get the real will quick. Okay. Red, green, blue, purple, black, yellow. Give me a random dual colored leader. Blue, yellow, Nami. Blue is in front, works out. Green, purple. It's green, then purple. Red, green, Luffy. First red, then green. It's correct. Black, yellow, Moria. First black, then yellow. Also works. What other shit comes up? Trying to think of dual colored leaders. Can't think of any, but I think that's how it plays out. Looks to be the truth. Hits me with the double 1 cost. Rough. Think I think this is the way to go here. Obviously a bit too late, but what can you do? Boom. Boom. There. I wonder if one cost is better or worse. I mean, you do get the advantage of killing stuff like Satori cheaper. Of course, you do have the situation where you can only buff one, right? Uh, and then potentially that one gets swung into and the other one gets killed by Doc. Mm. Yeah. While I appreciate taking a hit. Yeah, shut up, Joe. You're just gonna play another one? Oh, okay. Play the Enel. Ogre's pretty big. Burgess is pretty big, but so it's gonna go for this route here. Okay, that's good to know. You can see the benefit. Alright, that's good. That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear. Still play the Doc, I think, and this. This is the good content, yeah. After the stream, I need somebody to go through and tell me the timestamps of when I actually played games. Because I might want to cut stuff. It's always useful to know when I have actual videos. 14K life. Okay. Alright. Which way do I approach this? I think this way. Okay, oh right, I wanted to starve, almost forgot about that. Well, gotta switch over sometimes. At some point, I'll take the Burgess. We kill. Gotta increase the. Kinda shut down the one cost, which is nice. Yeah, somebody at some point do, not at some point, but after the stream, go and give me the timestamps for the games. Too lazy for it. I mean, I'm not. I'll do it if I have to. But if I can shift responsibility away from myself, why wouldn't I? Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Let's see. What could I have done? So I picked Burgess. Could have picked Devon. Then I wouldn't have died. Devon would have died. I would have gone to 0 life. I would have no board, and I'd still lose. So it wouldn't be much different. I'm gonna go first one more time here. See how it plays out. At least I've had Lafitte. Okay. Alright, come on, Lafitte. You know what to do. You fucking failure. I ask for a dog, and all you give me is not a dog. Stream lag, sorry bro. You're gonna hit me with that. Okay, you're not. Ah, the fucking dog. And why do you have both in combo, man? Not too much. I think I can push my luck. Just a little bit. Does Joe beating you on the null show that he's a better teach player in some way? I don't think so, no. I do not think so. I beat him like 2-3 consecutive games on green purple Luffy. But that just might mean he's a bad green purple Luffy player. I hate that addition, man. Keep adding more gay shit. Sanji was annoying once they started doing it. Rage is annoying. Just a 4-cost 7k blocker. No, no. Could, would, should. I don't really have anything else to play if I go that route, so not really much of a point to it. Having on would be nice, I guess. Leave the dog alone. Why the fuck would I leave the dog alone? Kick the dog. Why does it have counter? Kick the dog. He's a good boy. No, he's not. No, he's not. Look at him. Look at him. Absolutely not a good boy. This is an awkward turn. Okay, bro, what do you want? A cookie? Pity? Hit me with that triple event. Get the buff on Reiju as well. OTK me. Seems not. Yeah, so I guess you just don't swing in that scenario. Makes sense, makes sense. Another one. Triple Catan. I can see it now. Okay. Well. I mean, we're pretty big. Yeah, we're big enough. You guys know the Big Enough song? Hilarious. Nice lightning dragon, bro. See, this is the intelligence of the average Enel player. Notice how he's still generally going to win, even when he hits me with shit like this. Uh, okay, we kill this. I guess I could kill this too before it goes up. Does that work is the question. Both. Maybe. Isn't too bad. Guess I'd want to Kuzan. I'm not the average. Yeah, you're smarter than the average Enel player, and that says something about the average Enel player. Um, there we go. Oh no, I trashed the wrong one, so it doesn't actually. Reading is hard. Yeah, look, you're experiencing what it's like to be an Enel player, okay? Now, for you as a Teach player, this is like, oh, it's my first game. I can't believe I made that mistake. See, the average Enel player will go out of this game if they lose and be like, yeah, the game bugged. After you just press forehand on keyboard and win. Yeah, you'll activate 3 effects at once, and you'll probably like increase in hand size. How do I go about this? Probably like this. And then like this. And then like this. To play Null, he has to get into the Null player mindset, comes with the mistakes. That is true. Joe, just keep playing badly. Like somebody who just started learning the TCG, but hasn't yet learned how to read, right? Yeah, I know. There's the dragon. There's the dragon. Yeah, yeah. Show me. I'm calling your bluff. Okay, never mind. My bluff call failed. Or did it? Baited? Nah. This was part of the plan. You just don't know it yet. You just don't realize it yet. The world isn't ready for thriller slop teach. I mean, that's true. Neither are teach players. I feel like black teach players will be the ones like most horrified by the concept of a Blackbeard leader playing thriller bark slop. But to be honest, I don't think it's gonna be the case. Okay, the doc we got released for yellow, like teased, revealed, whatever the word is. Uh, doesn't look amazing. Still looks nice. But I'm just hoping we'll get another solid support card or two, so that we just don't have space for the Thrillbark Slop. Between Kuzan and Stage and 10 cost Teach and maybe the 9 cost Boa and the Shiryu and Wolf, that definitely look like we're gonna take them. Hits me with the Vari. Playing Sanjis for 3 the whole game is so obnoxious. True. There's no leader that abuses it as heavily as Enel, and he's just added. There was bound to be like broken things with the Dawn thingies, and well, there they are. Uh, Okay. Yeah, but I mean, I'll definitely play Black Yola Teach when it comes out, right? I'm sure it'll be fun. Uh, have some fun effects. It's not like I don't enjoy playing other leaders too, or I mean, I used to. I enjoy Sealed when it's there, and if for an event or something. There was one event where we did like leader swap. Everybody submitted a deck, and everybody got a random deck. Uh, and I submitted Vegapunk. Um, and in the end, one dude submitted his deck, and at the very end in the final, it was me against him, and I was playing with his deck, and he was playing with my deck, proving that both of us were good enough in gameplay and deck building, and I won. Anybody want to take a guess what deck I won with? It's not Teach. Random deck from one of my local people. It was not Ace. Uh, what combos am I going through here? Oh, I'm being shot. Divine Departure, Kitten, Elthor. Goodbye, Teach. What is this? Fucking Lucy? I think violence is the answer. It usually is, let's be real. Ah, come on. Really gonna do me like that? Crocodile Ace Nami. No, it was green purple Luffy. The first time I ever played green purple Luffy, I won the tournament with it. Which is really funny. Um, it's not like the deck is super easy, partly that's just me, but it's still funny that the first time I ever played the deck, I just won right away. Um, yeah, this is could be problematic. Mm, so I won't get high enough. I can do, I mean, I would still clear a good amount of stuff. Can do dot dot dot. Yeah, that's a reasonable approach. I think I don't even need to 7, 9, 11 something. I think I don't even need to really. Uh, easy. Was that back-to-back wins against Enel, or was this my first one? I forgot. What do I think about Ace in the current meta? I mean, it's gay to still be playing Ace. Like, come on. Like he was the number 1 and 2 deck together with Emu in 13 and 14. And so it's like you're really gonna keep playing Ace. Like he's still strong because it's just the sum of a bunch of different very strong cards like Marco, a really nice leader build. He has a 6k leader. Right, shit like that. But But he's not that diverse of a leader. Okay, thanks. Okay, so I lost once before. He's not that diverse of a leader. Like, if somebody becomes an emo main and plays just emo and has been for the last two sets, emo is relatively complex. You can you can get to a pretty high level and be significantly better than a low level emo. And in some matchups that shows more than others. In some hands more than others. But so if somebody decides to stick to playing emu, even if he's not good in the current meta, then I can respect that to some degree. Emu's still a cancer deck. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, if it's the dog, then I just lose too heavily, so don't really have much of a choice here. Ace still has a matchup in the most decks. Yeah, exactly. Ace is still strong. Like, I'm not saying that he's weak. It's just like, how do you play that deck for two straight sets? Like, for I don't know how many months of people not really swinging into you, having 10 cards in hand, just countering out of everything, and then like just playing like two blockers and then just chaining 10 costs till you win. Like, how fascinating can that be as a deck? Not that much, I will argue. Uh, Very lovely attachment. Oh, right. Don't want to get arrested. I guess like this. Leave it at that. Change is scary. Yeah, especially if you're an ace player. I'm sure he'll get more support with upcoming strategies and OB16. I fucking hope not, bro. Like, it's so fucking gay slash cancer slash just annoying. Generically negative complaints here. To have a deck be the number one, number two deck for like two straight metas, and then it would finally fall because they made stuff so that it would fall off a bit. And then just go back to supporting it. Like, how do you... It's just the fuck, man. Fuck you, Okay. Hmm. How do I go about this? Yeah, I'll grab a teach. Never too bad of a play. Could have played Vari, boy. Not even like Enel's Ace is a fascinating deck. So yeah, blah. Yeah, you know what would be a shame? What a draw. A rude. Yeah, the black hole wasn't the draw. I had that ready. The Kuzan was the draw, letting me actually play something as well. Okay. I don't exactly have a fantastic board, nor do I have a lot of cards in hand. And you do have some solid amount of cards, but you have no board and I am comfortably healthy, so maybe it'll be enough. Damn, you're so smart, swinging for 6 so that I can't block and get a free block off. You know what would be nice? Top decking at 10 cost, but can't always get what you want, right? I think this will just be the play. Could also do that. Let you do a little bit of things. Play these. You can get more. Don't actually increase, but it's all just kind of free. Also play these instead. Just play both. Is relatively strong. Maybe it's the way to go. Should I start getting Borsalinos for my yellow-black teach deck? No. How bad we Blackbeard losing to GP in 15? Ah, it's rough. All the rest events, like maybe 40% or something. I have 100% win rate and against green purple today, out of 3 games. So you know, it's very much doable. It's just there's the double attack, huh? I don't want to go down to 1 life. You have the 5 swings. Getting the actual thing would be nice. Also grab Kuzan, but he would just die. I'll grab a Burgess. I think while green purple just kind of innately has a strong position against us, due to the tempo he can get. Do we? Okay, so that's an option. Maybe Kuzan? No. Not what I was looking for. Unfortunately. I guess I'll play it like that. Get this out of the way. I guess double attack. If only Blackbeard a card draw, yeah. It's like I was so desperately looking for Kuzan in the shit. If Blackbeard was an OP 15 leader, his leader ability would be your on-play abilities don't activate. You may trash 1 card from your hand until the end of your opponent's turn. Your opponent's on-play abilities don't activate. Whenever you play a Blackbeard type character with a cost of 5 or more, draw 1 card once per turn. That would be his OP 15 leader ability. We can double attack doesn't really matter anymore, but the plus does matter, and it's kind of annoying. Also, he's like, I guess Sanji's the biggest swing. We can't clear the These are dead. Those two, that it's not looking great. It's not looking great. None of these were a 2K, then we would win. What events has he played? I think if he had Enel, he would have played it. But maybe he would have also played the Mamaragon if he had the choice. Tough. I just want to prevent the bigger swing, but then I give him protection innately. I have 3 though. We put him down a bit. It's weaker. Yeah, it's probably the right play. Deny blocker. Defends it. Now it dies. Now this dies. Now this gets blocker. Now we pass. I think the new Black Yellow Teach is well designed. Maybe. Potentially. Okay. Easy. Could you have gone for game? No, not enough swings. Nothing to play. Yeah. Mamaragon was up next. That would have been game. Good that you had the one event that doesn't actually draw. Oh boy. Yeah, Joe, I think you can see that this one isn't going anywhere. I don't know what I would even do. We're cooked. We're fucking cooked. Is Enel the worst matchup for Blackbeard? No. Kalgra is worse. Kalgara is a lot less common though. The rate at which he floods us is just too much for us to deal with. Try hard. But yeah, I mean, I'm screwed. No Searcher played by turn 3. No Stage, no Myra. You've got a clean curve. There's nothing to do. Get continuous reorganization. with the Satori. It is what it is. I just don't have the time to fucking play anything. Cool. Wanna restart? Nah. Look at that. We're making plays. Probably like this. Yeah. I think this is the 5th Enel matchup. Fucking Gamma Knife, bro. Now dog. Yeah, there we go. That's what we like to see. Ugh. Fuck. No. No. I don't have an auger in trash. Otherwise I could shoot the stupid dog. Oh. Well. There goes that. Yeah, if we had auger, we would actually, like, live now. And we don't have anything to play either. Yeah, I mean, with the auger, maybe, maybe there was an angle. Play that teach. Stun the Enel you play. You don't have a board. I have the auger. And dock for draw. Now instead I... okay, that's pretty funny. Oh right, I don't even have a stage. Wait, why is it at plus 2000? Oh, because it's 4 base, right. Okay, we're rid of the dog. What the dog doing? Yeah, we did manage to stabilize. If we'd had an auger there, man. But we take what we can get. If we had auger, would be at 2 life now. We wouldn't have the Burgess. We'd have an auger. Another one. Bites the dust. I can see like all 3 heads turning in the Enel player's head. Okay. The right way to go about this. Yeah, I mean, okay. Reiju. Annoying. But no events in trash. Are we dead? Are we dead? 1, 2, 3 blockers. If we kill something, still 3. Have to counter out. Probably. Just black hole would be nicer, but we don't have it. still. Also, no triggers or anything. No. Just do 9. Wanna rest a couple more? Okay. That looks like... Oh. No way. Are you fucking kidding me? Joe, kill yourself, really. What is this shit, bro? What? That's just not okay. Bro. How much was that? So that was what was it, 5 cards in hand? 9k swing, 10k swing. Or is it 4 cards in hand? Absolutely disgusting. Would have been a nice win. Man, that would have been nice, you know. Stageless, searcherless win against Enel. Clean, like a best of 5. We're gonna cut out that one loss, and after I win this, well, I guess me saying that now kind of screws up that evil plan, but, you know, I'll cut this audio out. Easy. This hand is goated. Oh boy. That is not what we want to hear. I wish every Enel I played had this hand. Okay, well that's fantastic to hear. That's the sort of thing we want to hear. Guess we start like this, and guess we could do this. And then like that. Alright, I mean, I guess if I get a game where I get an absolutely dog shit hand and still only lose by 1k counter, maybe it's worth it. Okay, so I went the right direction. Oh shit. I didn't mean to swing, but I guess, you know, all part of the plan. Mm. 8 cards in hand, bro. Damn. Don't know. Oh, come on, man. And the Satori. Sheesh. Well, let's find a 5 cost here, shall we? We did, but... I mean, I guess... Stage is valid. I could also play the 5 cost. Fuck it. Stage betrayed me. It hasn't been loyal to me. I asked it, I needed it for help. The entire last game it refused to come to my aid. This is what you get. Cold-hearted. Being ignored. Now I can see it. Attack reduction, like Mamaragan rest, double lightning dragon. Yeah, there we go. Part 2 of my prediction. Part 3 of my prediction? Part 4 of my prediction. See, I am the real omniscient god here. Predicted his entire turn before he even did anything. That was fucked up, bro. Not okay. Mantra manifested. So true. When I can't reduce or anything. Somehow you have a 7-card hand still. The ability to play, I think you played 6 cards that turn and your hand size didn't change. Let's see. 4 events. No dawn, no card lost. It's just free effect. You know, pick them as you go, pick them as you like. Guess I go with the Kuzan version here. But that does make me more vulnerable. Okay, swing with the blocker so I can kill the Satori. Play the Kuzan. Give up like a Devon or something. Yo! See, a smart Enel player wouldn't be a homo. No, a smart Enel player doesn't exist, but or even grab here. I mean, swing to Augur anyways. If I swing Kuzan, that's the new target, so I guess Burgess is the only real thing to play. Okay. The blocker. Let's do that. Draw, see what we get. Okay, kind of funny. This kind of depends which direction we want to go for here. I'm gonna kill this. Rude. NL players, when after they play a chain of 8 events for free, their opponent uses 1 event. It's a real painful experience for them. Hmm. Get some cards from the hand. I guess maybe the play would have been. I mean, I guess it depends. If he doesn't have nice. If he doesn't have great events, maybe he can't actually defend it. I was wondering if the better play was to go like 5 life, maybe 6 or 7 life with Augur, right? Just because. just because if he takes both, then we can go life and put him to 0. But if he takes the 5 and then counters out of the 6, then he has a little bit less counter than before. And then we can swing into the Enel. Never play Caribou, 2k is better in hand. Bro, I don't listen to Enel players. See, the Caribou still countered your attack. So it's like the same thing, except I got Mamaragon out of the way. Yeah, so what would be awkward? I see I had 2 in hand, so, well, I had 3 in hand, then I played 1. So I thought, hey, if I play 1, at least I'll get rid of like an Elthor or something. And maybe if you don't have 1, I get good value. Satori, okay. But no freeze event. We can't go. Can we get much higher? So high. Couple of approaches. One. I think we can eat a little bit at the cards. Makes this much easier to kill. Couldn't we start 5 face? If take all face, if defend all 6 cost. What? Divine Departure. Okay. Now he doesn't have to worry about life anymore. 16 will be relatively safe. I mean 7 will still go through, I guess. Better safe than sorry. Now, what should we do? Do we get cooked too hard? I mean, I guess. He plays the rusher. He has 2/1 costs. Joe, can you stop listening for a moment? I need to think. And enlighten the peasants. But don't let you know what I'm planning. If he has the rusher and he has the 2/1 costs, if he can deramp all the way, I mean, he can get pretty high, but he also needs to attach the Enel. On the last swing is guaranteed, so. But if he gets the draws through, then he could find more events and annoying stuff. Just the ability to more problematic events. Guess if not, he could probably does clear these. This way it's more expensive, but he attaches 4. With leader ability, then it's dead anyways. But then he doesn't have the Satori swing. He can do the Satori swing anyways. Guess we could keep. We'll just do this something like this. Attach. This is dead. This is also not exactly tanky. He just gets cards, man. Fuck it. If I need to register the deck for the locals, what's the best overall deck list for Teach and OP15? I think it's actually in the description of the stream, if that's already something that's accessible. Okay, Gamma Knife. Goodbye. And if not, you can go onto another tab and open my channel again. There is a just go to my whatever like last Blackbeard video there is, and it'll have the deck list in the description. Fuck. Oh my god. Fuck. Vomiting. Rush Burgess wins here, bro. That is, while that is a very based answer, it's not even true, and it would still be stupid. Uh, I guess block, make him swing. Any other reasons here? Rush Burgess is the way. Okay. Dub dub. Maybe. Still no stage, by the way. How about afterwards? We def this, we clear that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double attack included. Dun dun dun. Only one black hole in trash makes it risky to swing. You're so smart, Joe. Yeah. I mean, it's also because you play Teach, right? You know to pay attention to that sort of shit. Even a normally decent player might not have that in their head. How do I go about this? So there is a very funny way to go about this. Anybody who can see my hand, it's like a puzzle. What would be the funniest way to do it? Obviously, Kuzan to grab Doc is the big brain play. Doesn't really work, but hey, it's the thought that counts. Alright, I mean, if I wanted to play one, should do it with a Kuzan. But, I mean, wait, actually, we already checked, right? I used all of the docks, so I can't even top deck a dock. And I don't have a stage, so I can't actually search for a black hole. That's so sad. Being like the win is like one black hole away basically. With this gone, 11, 12 kills, 7, 9, 11, unless he has like just 2Ks basically, he'd be dead. But because we never found stage and didn't even find enough searchers, even though we don't have a lot of cards left, we will not find it. Also no normal removal that we actually have access to. We can't play blockers or anything. Take a Devon. Yeah, like Coco, I was thinking the same, like top deck into Dock Q, right? But the problem is I don't have a Dock Q left in my deck. So the only thing I could do is top deck it like this, and top deck a black hole. But at that point, we're just gonna get countered out, so yeah. It's the best chance we've got. They've got to be somewhere here. We just hope that he doesn't have counter, but you know, it is what it is. What counter was left? A 1k. Damn, that's not too bad. Yeah, so I was right. Stage is the last life. Tempest kick up top. Man, again, so fucking close. Just a little bit. Yeah, it was too slow. If I'd gotten the black hole from the top, it would have been enough actually. It would have been enough. He would have had just one short to actually getting it. No stage games against Enel. Rough. How we doing? We doing good. No weekly tournament, so less stakes. So I've just been playing against Joe, which is like a good way to make playing against Enel a bit easier. Unfortunately, I have been rolling, you know, subpar, I guess. Uh, What's up? Oh, what I was saying in the stream, Joe? Yeah. Sneaky, this is all the way. Yeah, but Joe's catching tons of strays. It's not his fault that he was born like this. But yeah, it is somewhat undeserved at times, you know? Here, look, I'll balance it, okay? Check out Joe's channel. There we go. Now we can keep trashing him for the rest of the stream. The best Enel player life. I mean, you play like it, yeah. It's all right. Double attack, 6k one cost. Don't you ever say you're not fucking gay. I will always hate you. I fucking hate that stupid dog. Its double attack is bullshit on God. All I ever did was play the teach. All you ever did was, I don't know, break me? That sounds kinda gay. I'll cut it out. He plays blue yellow Nami sometimes. Damn, bro. No, Joe does, not me. I don't play blue yellow Nami, bro. I don't know if Joe does and Joe doesn't or does or doesn't, then Coco is just, you know, throwing insults, but blue yellow Nami games won me heroines. Yeah. The things we do for heroin. Guess it only really screws me up in the triple combo. I think it's fine. To be fair, this is towards Joe. I mean, his literally is literally called Joe is bad. It's self-awareness, right? So really, when I trash him for being a bad player or the type of decks that he plays, or send memes about the type of player that he is, it's not being mean or something. It's more like acknowledging his identity, you know, and how he feels as a human. So he identifies as being hot garbage at the game, and I support his identity in that sense. He further encourages this perception of himself by playing these gay ass triple combo events. I don't want to go down to fucking 1, but like, I'm gonna lose the dog. Pretty progressive of me? Yeah, I am very progressive. Uh, I I don't have the follow-up joke. Shit. Now I just ended it with the statement of I am very progressive, which is like a boring ass political statement. Wanted to follow it up with a joke or insult, but I didn't have anything prepared. I blame Joe for this. Uh, he gets to search too many things. Why didn't he do that? Well, look, Matthew, that would have been the right play, but it's an Enel player, dog. An Enel player. I guess I died to the rusher. Mm. 2 reasons. For 1, it's an Enel player. For 2, it's Joe. What, like, I swear to God, if you hit me with like double lightning dragon or something here, I will lose my shit. Um, yeah, I mean, not too much I can do here. Well, I guess let's start thinking about what we actually learned. So, we've got the based play, what, increasing puddings cost. So, the mega chain combo, oh my god, bro, look at this shit. And where are my fucking 10 costs? I can't kill everything here. Guess Lafitte maybe? Could try to... I mean, shooting one's kind of pointless. Too many. Doc just doesn't help. So we start with Kuzan. grab another Devon. Like this. Like this. And Enel's just missing an unblockable event. True. I'm surprised they didn't add that. And Enel's gonna get a starter deck in like OP16. After like OP17. Like he's gonna slightly fall off in OP16 and only be like the second best deck. And so they're in OP17 they're gonna fix that real quick and give him an unblockable end. Of course, also 0 cost, draw a card, and with 2k counter. But yeah, that is the way to do it. I need some water. Where's the water? There's the water. Yeah, look at these 5k swings. Fine. Oh man. I just got another genius idea for an Enel event. 0 cost, draw card, counter 2k. Your opponent like discards a random card from their hand. How do you guys feel about that one? Another pudding. I actually get a searcher now. Blocker Sanji. Well, let's start with stage. See where we get. Could be kind of unnecessary as well. Do with Kuzan. Don't have another blocker to grab with Kuzan, so that part doesn't really help. Doc lets me get rid of some of the smaller stuff, but I don't get the draw that Kuzan offers. I could just do that and still grab Doc if I really want to. Do I have a Burgess and Trash? I do. So you could always play over the cat and replay her. So true. So true. I would actually get the active blocker back. Think smart. As a middle finger, yeah. Yeah, see, I'm gonna show you the real big brain plays. Pow. Didn't expect that, did you? Yeah, I thought you might do that. Attack reduction, Ramamuragadan, double rest on my Devons. The Great Wall of China stands strong. It's more like the medium-sized fence of Taiwan or something. Mm-hmm. Surprise. The fucking cost was 5, bro. What is this? Mm, hmm. Uh, what is this game? Yeah, very true, very true. Good question. I think we always start by killing the stupid pudding. I don't have anything to swing with. If I had like a Burgess, at least I could, continuously make some progress. Ugh. Yeah, wish I had the Lafitte, but double attack, lethal turn. Yeah, like buff the, no, they should buff double attack, except for the Enel players. They should buff double attack so that if you're at 1 life and get hit by it, it kills you. That would be neat. Takes the card. He wants to draw the things that he needs. And so he strategically, in a stroke of genius, inspiration hits him. And he's like, "Oh my god. What if I were to take this life?" Okay, do I want to leader ability? 4 currently it's fine. Yeah, I don't want him searching more shit. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. I guess now the Enels start dropping. Shit starts popping. Oh, and he's blocker as well. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, so that's never getting through. What approach do I take here? What about just trying to live? Robin style. Ikitai? Was that it? Uh, can I survive this? How many teachers are in my trash? Let's take a look here. Okay, 2. So there's none left. The blocker can remove attached on none, maybe one. What? Okay, I'm not even gonna try to understand that for now. Let's try and think. At the moment, 2 life, 3 blockers, 5. So I need to get 6 attacks through. I do have 6 attacks. 6 attacks that he can't counter out of with these low base numbers are not happening. So I'd need like, Dead Man's Game. That would be convenient here. Could be an additional searcher. This would let me kill a Enel, but might as well just kill these. It's cheaper. So let's see what we can find. How many? Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, maybe we can space around. No. No, not really. So we do this here, then at the end these. So let's just see what we get out of all of this. Do this. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Ba 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 ba. Sad that we don't have a 5th one, but hey. Ho, I hate a ho. I teach at my locals yesterday. I can't pilot it well in person. I suck and I feel frustrated. I want to make it work, but I make a lot of mistakes. Jay, you're gonna be alright. That's how it goes for like every new teach player that's not me, right? So don't think it like means you're playing bad or something. I mean, does mean you're playing bad. Sorry, but don't think it means you're like set that that's gonna be the way. Okay, so I could just keep all the blockers active. Then I would die to the Rusher or a cost reduction Mamaragan. How many of those have we seen? I can also organize this, can I? Yeah. So we saw 1 Lightning Beast, Katan, 2 Mamaragans. He's seen a lot of his deck though. If we do this, counter, block, and we're dead, I guess. Count out of that. Yeah. Well, I'll try anyways. If I had another black hole, that would be much nicer in potential. Oh, I did the order wrong. That's dumb of me. I wonder if I lose now, and then I wonder if it would have been prevented. Fuck Mamaragon. Gonna give it banish. That helps, I hear. So we had that. So, what was Joe? What was in life? How are the games going? Back and forth. I'm playing against Joe. We're just spamming the Enel matchup. You gotta go. All right. I'm gonna take that as a surrender. But can you tell me real quick what was in the life? What was in life? What was in? Fuck, cunt. Okay, so I had in my head that like to block early and then like counter, but I of course should have swung with Devon first. Take this as the lesson for today. Uh, in a situation where your opponent has blockers and he can prevent the double attack from going through, you wanna swing with Devon first, so that he can't take the hits, right? Because early on, when you're getting swung into and you have blockers, what you do is you take the hits first, and then block the biggest hits at the end, and that way you take the hits, you get more cards, and you can counter out of stuff. But if we swing with, he can't actually he can't actually just take the hit for life because it would be double attack. So I should have swung 7/7 with the Devons, and Lightning Dragon was in hand, but so he did have the he did have the thingy, the event. Why can't I look at the trash anymore, man? The fuck? Um, he did have the event. So if I went like 7/7, he would have probably countered one and blocked one with the Enel. Now I have four swings left. He has 2 life. He doesn't have cards in hand anymore, not many. But I mean, he got out of enough of the 7k swings once he was at 0 life, right? Yeah. So I guess I would have had to switch to like a 6k swing, like 7/7, and then like try 5 or something, depending on the cards in hand. Then we would have. I think we were cooked either way. It was a very weird game. All right. Double banish? Why would you ever do double banish? Like, if a banish goes through, he gets 1 card less. If double attack goes through, he goes to 0 life, and then he, there's an entire hit less that he can take. Like, the minimum value you're gonna get out of your opponent having like 1 life less is a 1k counter, right? Like, he has to counter out of one more swing. So if you take, yeah, basically. So even the 1 card that he doesn't get from the banish is not worth him being able to just take another hit without worry. Can I see your deck list, bro? No, go fuck yourself. Yeah, here, give me a moment. Deck editor, engine, there you go. Dun, dun, dun. He drew into 2k with my, oh, Joe, you're here. 2k, drew into 2k with Mama. I had Mammaragan, Enel, and Departure in hand, okay. You meant we should go for lethal because you can attach like 6 stuns to a Enel, then detach all of them with one Enel blocker. Because it's not once per turn, then to use leader ability to swing big a couple of times. Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. So let's think actually, because most of what we played today was the purple Enel matchup. Now, it was against Joe, which makes things a bit easier. But to be fair, after like 5 games of Enel, Joe is now like significantly better than the average Enel player. Uh, let's see. So what did we have? So oddly enough, we had some games with stage where we almost won. Uh, the combo of 3 events to like reduce rest and stun the 6 cost hurts, but it's not as common. Tempest Kick was nice when we had it, but we didn't get it a lot. So maybe we should try adding a third one. I never really missed 7 cost here. Having the 4 cost Cheerio would have been nice in the Holly turns. Like instead of black holing, using the 4 cost on it is just like infinitely better. But that's of course like very specifically in that scenario. Like maybe if the blocker, like the 4 cost he plays, the Reiju, was base 3 cost, and then we would also be able to use the Shiryu as like a late game offensive tool. That would be another good reason to include it. I'm using a slightly, yeah, using like an OG list. What did people cut though? Because I saw a lot of this, but there's also the Reiju. Oh, I think he just wasn't running the Shura, huh? Because I never saw him use it. Mm, what else was there? The Tenkas did stabilize. Late game, I guess especially if they don't run the Rusher. Um, there isn't like massive subtle changes that can happen. Black hole is absolutely key for that late game wall, but that does feel like it only happened once. I might have to rewatch all the games. That would be a pain, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah. I think that's all though. I won't play more today. I'll chill for a moment longer, answer some questions, but I don't know if that's a good list. I just copied one of top decks. Yeah, I also just, this is like copied from when OP15 came out, and this is like a meta thing. Things have shifted a bit since then, with people adding shit like the Reiju or the Foxy card to like double play for tempo, uh, including the 6 Sanji is really annoying. Yeah, yeah. The concept of like for 6 Dawn playing two 6k blockers plus like a one cost 6k rush while also like reducing, resting, and stunning one of your 6ks and also shooting two of your no, one of your like 1ks like a blocker, and then also one of your like higher bodies after first giving it minus 5,000. Actually, that doesn't quite work because that one actually costs stun, but it's bullshit in all scenarios. Oh, they'll be playing Vari due to the Luna fuckery. You're right. Vari gets the Enels out of Luna range. Okay. Well, unfortunately, it does seem like that'll just make both decks more cancer for us. Like ideally, if they start including 4 Varies in every list, and they can search for it with pudding or something, maybe Enel, like maybe Luna doesn't work that well against them anymore, and they get taken out of the list. But that's kind of an eternal back and forth. How am I finding the Blackbird matchup against Creek? I don't think I've ever fucking played against him. Maybe once. Just nobody plays him. He seems like on paper he'd be very good. Like 2000 aura? Like really? Like think of how insane the aura is on shit like Shanks and the 7 cost and 10 cost. Even stuff like Foxy, it's super annoying. And that like 2000 just in build. And then resting any character, no cost or attack restriction. Insane. But I guess the cards just aren't good enough to keep up with bullshit like this. Mm, yeah, I mean, if they do include Vari, gotta see. I mean, yeah, Temscape Black Hole shoots a 7 cost, sadly, so even though it's slightly more than 6 cost, it is slightly under the Vari increased Enel. But, looking at this list, it does mean they have to cut something, right? In this case, your list didn't have Shura. Because I don't think anybody wants to cut Ohm. He's arguably the best one. And definitely the best one when you include the dog. I don't think they're cutting the dog. So start with, 4 of each of the Enels, and maybe they would cut Pudding, but Pudding is so good in this, I think. So like, what would they even cut, right? If you add Vari times 4 here, what would you remove, you know? You can remove the Enels, some of these events, but they combo into each other. You want them as much as possible, and they're broken because they're just free effects. So maybe you cut down El Thor, like a little bit. Like 2. And Gamma Knife combines too well with this, or Divine Departure, whichever one you prefer. So they would just need to maybe, they could try to cut the Enels to like 3 of one of them. But, Creek seems really strong, yeah, exactly. But then you never play against him, and on the tier list, he's like just at the very bottom. New people on the server. Okay. Well, I hope you guys had a nice Easter. Do I actually just go into queue once? Because, like, we didn't actually get to play a single fucking rank game because we ended up just grinding against Joe. I played some games on stream, well, on Discord stream. Good reason to join the Discord because sometimes we just stream with a couple people, get to talk. You can also just silently watch the stream. But did a good in a couple games there, so we're slightly higher elo. We're at like 150 mil now. It's still chaotic, but Krieg's gonna be broken in like 3 sets when they randomly support him. Yeah, you're right, Joe. Like it's kind of like with Nami, where like it came out and I was like, this is gonna be mega broken. This looks so stupid. And then like she wasn't, in the meta at the top right away. And they were like, she's actually perfectly fine, and you just don't understand the depths of it. That's why you think this mediocre leader is actually too broken. And then she gets like 2 cards of support, and suddenly everybody notices, oh wait, being a 7k leader while drawing cards once per turn is as a yellow straw hat leader uh, is actually pretty good. Yeah, Krieg seems like that too. The leader ability itself is completely overtuned. Completely overtuned. You get some cards like if you played the sealed event, then you should notice that whenever you get some of the Krieg cards, what the fuck? Why is he not? What? Am I bugged or something? Why does his board look like that? I might need to get out of this and back in. Yeah, if you ever played in the sealed event and like got some of the Kree cards, like the 5 costs, or even like Kuro, or if you're lucky, even the 8 cost. Yeah, no, this dude is. Did I just lose bounty for that? No fucking way. No. What? Mihawk against Lucy? The fuck are these people talking about? Play standard. Okay. We're in queue. Please work. Yeah, like in Seal, the cards, like you just kind of notice their individual strength. Like both the Alvida and the Morgan. Just nice value you get from that, and can't be killed, one of them. The other one is blocker, but keeps giving you free dawn. Oh no, after all this practice, he stream snipes me in ranked. Ah, that's sad. Oh my god, no. No. What is this fucking hand? I'm not in your stream, so I won't snipe, okay? Yeah, trust me, bro, trust me, bro. Set my phone down to charge. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm cooked here, right? Like... Yeah. Even the, like, 2 strongest possible ones. I think if he has the dog, I lose anyways. So I should shoot Satori. Just gonna prepare the salty message for when the dog drops. Yep. Do I just FF here to save myself the time? I'm gonna eat a 7k at some point. I mean, I don't even have a 2k, so what the fuck am I gonna do? I guess once Holly's dead, the rest aren't double attack anymore, huh? Watch him play another Holly. You know what? That wouldn't actually be so bad, because then yeah, okay. I still don't have a 2k. I legit can't. Uh, can't even get out of this. It's 7, so we can't grab the teach yet. This, drop like an auger. FF and frame him for win trading. Call Joe a trader and then F. I think the Joe one is, I think the trader one is the better idea. Cause like this is the first actual game in ranked, so I can't exactly blame him for win trading. Only if we get matched against each other again. Oh my god, bro. Uh, guess so I can do this. Then I have 5 down left after shooting him. I could do dog to shoot the pudding. Yeah, yeah, I could do dog to shoot the pudding. Guess I gotta make progress live, but maybe I just hope he doesn't get cards and try to starve him some more. Kuzan into, well, the thing is like, I shoot Enel here, right? If I don't add a blocker, I'm just dead, so I need to grab Devon. Fuck it. There's not really much we can do. You know, sometimes people, you know, stream until they lose or something on like a nice win streak. Today we're streaming until we win. Yeah. No shame. Went back. You know what? The worst part is that Lightning Dragon to stun Augur. I can see it now. Yeah. Do I drop my hand? No. Six cost Black Hole, I guess. Only real play. I could try to swing into the Reiju, but if I fail, I'm most likely dead. If I play 6 cost, how likely am I to... What if I go double attack life? I mean, I guess if he can counter, I might as well. If he can't counter and I can get it through, then I might as well attack the Reiju. Do I want to swing? So, if I swing and he counters, not that difficult. The thing is, his events only predict his leader, and a 1k isn't enough. So he needs specifically a 2k, and I think the only 2k he has is the Sanji, because generally he just relies on his events to do it. If it survives, I have 1 blocker, so I need to counter out of 1 swing, but I only have 2 1ks, so I'm dead. Well, he doesn't know it, unless he's stream sniping me, the little shit. In which case he knows he can do it. If I have two 2Ks, then he's probably dead, but I don't have stage, so eh. Now if I keep it up, then he can swing, and it'll actually kill the Devon. And he has the 2K. Bye-bye. Can't even call him gay. Not in time. Yeah, I mean, okay, so say it dies here. I have Kuzan. He can't do anything about this, so I can't really swing. Next turn, I can shoot whatever he plays on the board. I guess I probably would have won, huh? But he had specifically the 1-2K in his deck that he does have. Rough. Not good luck. It's been bad luck. Really shitty. The yellow Luffy. Alright, come on. Come on, where are my fucking searchers? Holy shit. The last 4 games, okay, not 4, 3. The last 3 games I just haven't found searchers. Thank you. Okay, all is forgiven. Removal is completely useless. Burgesses are nice. Black hole is useless. I'll just grab another Burgess. Leave B. As the searcher. Reveal the Luffy. I don't have a 2K. We just go Burgess for Burgess. I think some people like have a really rough time with this matchup, which I don't think you need to. Okay, do I play around the Zoro? He doesn't have another searcher, otherwise he would have played it. Well, he could have Ashura, but he wants to play 5 cost anyways. He has 5 costs like Kalgara. He doesn't want to play the Rush Luffy quite yet. Zoro would just be very difficult, but he has other 5 costs he can play. Like Borsa. The most likely scenario is that he doesn't have the Zoro. Exactly. And such a strong card, the Kalgara gives so much card draw. I really need a... Yeah, it's a bit too early to swing with Burgess. I really need a my age or two. Like, I have a good amount of Burgesses, but I don't have... They're not big enough. So he'll swing 7, right? We could prevent the draw if we want to. Oh no, he can't. He has the Luffy as well. Okay. Well, 6 cost is nice. Do you want to just grab another Burgess? I think we do. 2K. Could take Devon for the cheese, but no, I want board here. The stage. There we go. Finally. Do I play my age or do I play Lafitte? Are we getting him to 8 this turn? No, right? No. Would love a Caribou here. Lafitte will just take a Shura swing, which we're not that worried about. Like, he's not going to attach Dawn to Shura later to finish me off because he'll have enough bodies to do it. So this is useless. So Lafitte gives me a bit wider search, but also costs an extra Dawn and doesn't fill my trash, so it's just worth. There's the Caribou, but I only need 1 thingy, so 10 cost is fine. I guess he has the Shura trigger, huh? So I should actually turn off on plays first. Oh, come on. So I don't know what it is with them, these fucking Sky Luffy players, but they either like almost always have fucking Zoro on 4. I don't know why when they go second. And then every game they have 2 Luffys at least. More likely 3. I don't know what it is. Okay, so he can do another 7 till I can counter 1/7k at some point later here. Okay, Caribou's a nice draw, but I'll probably play 10 cost, so he's just a 10k, 2k to use. Um, boom, boom. We can, yeah. This was the one he played new. So we don't get the Kuzan proc. We do have another Burgess. If he didn't have Dawn left, maybe I would go for Devon for some cheese. But I think I'm just gonna stop the rush. Now, if I want to, I could clear some board. I grab another 10 cost. Okay, so I mean I would trash the other card anyways if I want a leader ability. I mean I could also just try to make sure I get out of a 7k swing. So we stun one of the Luffys and leader ability. That means we can now actually swing into his board a bit. Probably just the Kalgara though. We still have 2 blockers, and he will have 3 swings and 1 life. So at that point, he can't kill us. He can change that with a Rush Luffy. He can't really like get rid of our blockers or anything. But he can play Rush Luffy. Now if he plays Rush Luffy, he has 5 Dawn left. He can still do like 3 and 2 and do 8/8. So we'd need 2/2ks to get out. If I grab Doc, that would be without the on plays. I think I want to stop on plays. So I could trash the Caribou and just give up on any counter whatsoever, but then I died to him like making plays with the Shura, which would be awkward. Well, how much can we actually clear? So 10 cost stops 1. Uh, and then I have like 9k, 9k, which should kill the Kalgara, but if he has the bell, then 1 gets out of it, but the life swings don't get out of it. So I think I'm better off Um, oh, yeah. What on place does he have? He has searchers, stuff like the Robin. Mm, here's the Viper, but that's not that bad. Do they play any like heal burn? See here. OP15. What do they play? The Robin is the high end. They have like the heal with the Zoro. I know he has the Zeus. 5 cost or less. That doesn't hit anything. I don't think he has cost reduction. Okay, he could heal with Borsellino. Or with Zoro, and that would be quite annoying. So I guess I have to drop a dock and go live. 2 blockers and a life should be enough to stop 3 swings. If he attaches Dawn, he can do exactly 777. So we would die if this is not, if this is counter. If he has the Sky Luffy, it gets easier. Because these two will, I mean, it's not guaranteed, there's 7k swings. They only go up after the Kuzan. So he'll have like 7-7 with 5, and then what did we say he could do? 3-2. So I could do 7-7, 8-8, starting with this 7, of course. But we would have a chance. I think the heal from the on play is too much of a pain. He can't heal with Borsa, he's at 3 life. He's not gonna be at 3 life after these Burgesses pound him. Ring his ass like a bell. Just gonna make progress towards his life. Give up the dog to prevent the heal. And I only die if this is a brick, basically. I think that's the most likely scenario. If I don't trash dog, then I don't die to Luffy or game. But then he can heal. The heal is rough. And if it's Borsa, then he also gets a blocker. And then killing him becomes even more difficult. Because after these two like 9k swings, he'll probably be at 2 life. And then going back to 3 with a blocker, I can never kill. So I need to turn it off and hope for the best. I don't need like a 2k in life. I just need a 1k. Oh. Yeah, I just need a 1k. And that's if he decides to commit. To swing a game with Shura, or if he has another Luffy in hand, he does have. See, I told you, they always have fucking 3 Luffys. It's ridiculous. Come on. Nice. Oh, he can do it with the Shura, huh? Right. That's so gay. I guess there was no way around it then, huh? Actually, no, there was. Him not having the Luffy. I would have won if he didn't have a third fucking Luffy. It's so fucking stupid, man. He had the heal. GG, he says. Bro, it's the most brain dead deck there is. The only reason there was any interaction between us ever at all was because I have the 10 cost teach. And even then I didn't because it's not worth it. That's how brain dead your deck is. GG? Bro. Yeah, so without him having the third rush Luffy, I would have won, I think. He wouldn't have been able to kill me. So then I guess I can block the earlier. If I swing with Kuzan, okay, this goes to 12, so then Teach would die. So I have to swing with block with Kuzan at the end, but then presumably he won't swing with at the end, so this would be gone. This would be higher, and at the end that gets free blocked. But I'd still have 2 Burgesses and a Teach. So if he went for game, he would definitely die. And I'd have the Kuzan, the leader ability. So even with the Dawn open. Why does this thing have counter? Nobody fucking knows. But here we are. So if I counter and or he just from the start decide not to go for it, then means he goes for a more defensive route, which would just be playing 2 Borsalinos maybe. Replaces the Shura. This would be a Borsa. Now he's at 1 life. Then he wouldn't have a Dawn open though. So maybe he would just play 1 Borsalino and use the rest to swing. Leave a Dawn or two open for the rifle. So he plays one, he has one blocker. We have 5 swings. Like 10, 11, oh, the Burgess is, yeah. So it would be like 10, 10, 10, 11, 12. 5 swings. Probably like 9, 10, 11, 11, 12. And one can be blocked and one can be tanked. Which would be the, let's say the one, like one of the 12 11s, one of the 12, one of the 11s. And then we have 9, 10, 11 coming at him. 9 is Bell 1k. 10 is 6, 7, 8, 9, and he'd already be dead. So yeah, he would have lost. Yeah, end of story. Without a third rush Luffy, he would have lost. But of course he has a third rush Luffy. Why wouldn't he have a third of the 5 cost 7,000 rush that goes up to like 12k? I like, man, what the fuck? But yeah, the matchup is fully winnable. Sometimes you get unlucky and you get shit like that. But statistically, he will get 1 to 2 on average. Another Joe, except it's Banana Joe 007 this time. And I got a stage to start. Let's fucking go. A lot of Enel. This is drawing on into the night. Dock. Cool. Turn off on plays. We'll find another Kuzan or something to bring you back, my dear Augur friend. Does he play a second 1 cost? Does not. We'll just play the my age, grab a little feet. I still dock. He has second. I'm not gonna starve him this time. Although Joe did mention that as the Enel player, it does actually kind of suck to be in that position. Okay. Just gonna take Ogre and trash him because I don't wanna trash these other cards. So taking Black Hole would be kind of like because I'd need to trash it or maybe Tempest Kick. I'm pretty close to 8 in trash, to 10 in trash. I am at 10 in trash. So Tempest Kick is active, so I guess I can Tempest Kick Black Hole once his Enel hits the board, but he's he's at 4 still. Okay, bit of cycle, and then a Reiju. Annoying card, but not the end of the world. 5 cost Kuzan would be nice here, but I don't want to trash the Black Hole. Don't want to start by trashing Lafitte, because if I don't find it, then yeah, I didn't find the Kuzan, so I made the right choice. I'll probably grab a Dock. Tempest Kick Dock actually kills her. Is that worth it to play? It means I'm out of Tempest Kick, but since I'll be at 9 soon, I can, Black Hole with the Kuzan Augur. Okay. Oh, almost fucked it up there. I guess 2 Lafitte's is nice. And being able to drop the Enel once it drops, so I've changed my mind. There's a 5 cost. I guess I don't need the Dock then. Get a Devon in the trash. He plays the Enel. We, for 5 Dawn, play Tempest Kick Black Hole. We have 2 Dawn left, which we can use to, I don't know, maybe play another Lafitte or something. We'll see. He trashes a card to get blocker. That's good for us, because it doesn't help him, but we have a little bit less to worry about. It's unfortunate that it's an Enel, because generally those are not the problem. I'd be happier if we'd be rid of some events. But hey, it's something. If he runs out of Enels, I mean, I think a lot of the time it's easier for us to deal with the Enels than some of like a wider board, if we have the right ingredients. We're still at 5 life, which is quite, you know, nice. Playing Caribou, nah, nah. Am I? Yeah. 6 cost is cool. I can actually, I can swing into the Reiju. I think that's the play for sure. 6 cost, he has a lot of cards, so he may start chaining it, but we have so much life. Do I just play Dock instead? Just a setup for 1 cost that he plays? It's probably worth it. Swinging 7 into Reiju was another idea. Both are valid. Swinging 5 into, you know, also gets us a card, so. I guess swinging 7 gets us a Sanji. Getting them out of the way is nice because they're awkward to deal with. Or it just kills it, which is of course more worth. I can keep the dock in hand and play like Kuzan thing next turn. So I can trash the Caribou. I'm gonna do that. Just kind of efficiently gather resources. Oh, Divine Departure, okay. Well, you know, we still get 2 cards. Not a Sanji, but... 5 life. I like the cards in my hand. 10 cost is not bad, I just wish we were... wish would have been able to counter out of that with a 1k we got and then draw a Teach from the top. Okay. It's blocker. Having another Teach is nice, but I'm just a Dawn behind. 6 cost Dock is the... he doesn't have anything to shoot. But I don't have anything else to do, so I'll just grab a Burgess to put in trash. Do I play? Yeah, I do play it. Swinging, attaching to swing doesn't do anything. So we just swing 5 life to see if he wants to take the card. He does not. So we play Kuzan and Dock. Trash the Burgess. Do we have a Devon in trash? Yeah. Trash the Burgess as mentioned before. And see what we do here. We had to take both those 5k swings. Getting the second 10 cost. No, the first 10 cost off of the life there was sad. Having to take 2 5k hits. Gross. Bricks and bricks and bricks. Please swing 5 and not 6. He's gonna swing 6 and I'm gonna fucking kill myself. God damn it, dude. Oh. Oh, he doesn't want to proc the Kuzan. Okay. Fine. Oh no, it's still his turn. Okay, he goes 7. Okay. Another Kuzan, bro, please. Stop. Okay, we're playing 10 cost, so I'll just grab a Burgess to punch things with. You know, do like a cost reduction and a cost reduction, and then into top deck, the Lightning Dragon, you know? Okay, he made the blocker. That's annoying. We can't get through it. Actually, he doesn't have a card, so he only has 1 card in hand. So he'd have to drop it, but I guess that's, you know, not the end of the world for him. I guess I can stun it. And then it goes down to 8 and then it's dead for sure. But then he can give up his stunned unit and have his swings, so I'd rather stun the Enel and then swing into Reiju. Kuzan, like double Kuzan play for 2 blockers and some cards isn't a bad idea for future turns. Can you counter out of it? I guess that was a misplay. Should have swung into the Enel. Because if he can counter out of the 10k swing, then he would block and then 10k. Now, I guess that brings me to another option. Attach 5 Don and play Kuzan. Just kill the Enel. But then... Hmm. Then if he didn't counter because he just wanted to keep it or not risk the Enel. No, but I think this shouldn't be it. That's like another Enel or something. Otherwise he would have countered unless he's like just fully retarded. Like, it's just the right play to block and counter every time. But he doesn't have that, so I could kill this and then play a blocker. Then I would live. Yeah, and since he has so little cards, he probably can't like chain to kill it. Since he's playing Reiju and Vari, it means he doesn't have the Rusher in the deck list. So I won't die in that scenario. And he has one Enel, and I have a Burgess and a Devon. The Devon will die, but I mean, depends on what he plays. If he actually plays cards, then I can counter out of the swing, but I don't have a lot of counter. I have a whole bunch of bricks. Well, I'll draw something with the Kuzan. If I just play the 10 cost, then kind of the same thing happens. He has 2 swings. I guess it means I have a like the teach instead of a random ass Devon, and I also don't lose to the combo. But it does mean he actually still has 2 Enels left there instead of just 1, which could be a problem, especially if I don't find another 10 cost. I do have Augur, yeah, I have Augur and Trash, so with Kuzan Black Hole, I could kill one and then maybe swing into the other to kill it as well. Yeah. Do I now actually starve him? But he's still almost out of cards. Okay, fine with me. Boom, boom. We trash. I mean, Black Hole doesn't really help here. Actually, it does help. Never mind. Kuzan and Black Hole cost 9, so I can use my age to find Black Hole if I don't find it with stage. We have used 1, so there's still plenty left. And with 1, 2, 5, 8, I should find one. Maybe he lives in your head and is baiting you, maybe. What's my bounty? I'm like at 120 or something. Like it's still after the reset. So we're floating around at shitty bounties. Spent the entire stream playing against Joe in friendly 1v1s. They were friendly 1v1s against Enel, so maybe I can now use my accumulated knowledge to better beat this guy up. He hasn't used lead ability. If I counter out of this, he can kill Burgess. If I block out of this, he can also kill Burgess. If I let this go through, he still attacks 14k life. And I need to block, but I can survive. Then I can kill him, though not reliably. And he has 1 blocker. I won't be able to kill him, I don't have enough units. If I want to keep this life, I need to tank. But since he has no cards in hand, it's easy to do the math to kill these things. I'd be at 0. I'd need to play dock, blockers. I can play blockers pretty reliably though. And since he has no cards in hand, he can't really do the combo. So the Devons will stick. Ohm can also get killed by dock. So I can actually take this and still live. What? Wait. What? Huh? uh, isn't that fair? Like good and balanced, like just generally, good design. The fact that he can have 0 cards in hand, he has to trash a card for this ability, right? But if he has 0 cards in hand, he still gets to just take blocker. It's the same with the stupid yellow event that heals and then makes you trash it, like makes you trash a life and then heals. But if you don't have a life, you don't need to trash anything and still just get the effect. Like, you're completely missing the fucking point of what a cost is supposed to be. Jesus Christ. Well, I no longer have the Devon play to reliably make. I kill this here. That leaves him with 4 swings and 1 blocker. So I have 3 swings I need to deal with. Kuzan draws and brings me back a Devon. That's 1 blocker, that's 2 swings I need to deal with. First though, need to get Black Hole, because if I swing now he'll block it, and then I would need to spend 5 Dawn actually attaching to kill this. To be fair, then these would both be dead and I'd have 2 blockers. I'd still need to counter out of a swing, and I wouldn't have the cards for that. What's the difference between... Oh, it's that I can't really go live. That's rough. Do I have a black hole? Will I find one? I have 3, right? I have 3 black holes left. How many Kuzans do I have left? 1. Kuzan into Kuzan would be nice. There's no other blockers. I could top deck a Caribou. Some counter. I think I can leave his on plays on. Unless I get something useless. I think we always do Kuzan draw though. First. Okay, 2k. Yeah. I could like my age to find black hole, right? And then shoot that. And then swing into this and make sure it's dead. And then I get to swing 5 life once. Bit closer to that. Alternatively, I can swing into it twice. Make sure it's dead that way. But then actually he could just let it die. So we need to see first if he lets it die or not. Because if he blocks, then we're better off just swinging because we have an extra card. Killing it with a swing means we get an extra card, even if we don't get a swing life. We just kind of have to hope that the third life is alright. Are we dead for sure against the black hole? Is 7k enough? How high can he go? I suppose. That is so yeah, it is so stupid. It's because it's not a cost. I know it's not a cost. That partly that's my complaint, that it should be a cost. If you have something that's framed like a cost, like a, payoff, like, okay, you get blocker, but you have to trash a card. You shouldn't simply be able to get around it. Like, it's like if you bought food, at a restaurant and then pay, and then at the end you say, okay, I don't have money, and they're like, oh, okay, it's free then. Like, the fuck? That's not how it should work. Yeah, he lets it die. So I need a black hole or another blocker. I don't have another Devon in my deck, so only a Kuzan would work. I guess Doc. No, if it's Doc and I can just kill Ohm, then the swings he gets with this are too big. So I need to play my age, which means that if I find Kuzan, I can't play it. But with my age, I get 6 cards to look at to find a black hole. And since there's only one to trash and 3 in our deck, the chance that I find one is extremely high. Once it's dead to black hole, I leave on plays on, and I can counter out of a 7k. He can do 6-7 without any like effects, which isn't enough. He would need to get D-ramp events and like Thor and shit, so that he can swing D-ramp the Dawn back to his deck. Well, first let's find the black hole. Otherwise, yeah, okay, there it is. We shoot this. It's gone. Trashing the Burgess and potentially bricking is not worth. Of course, giving him on plays, is unfortunate. But so what do we lose to if we only have the 2k? I guess if he gets D-ramp and a D-ramp event, then he can swing 7 by attaching 2. D-ramp 1 and then attach that. No. Yeah, he'd have 4 left. He attaches those naturally, and then D-ramp attaches 1 like that. Okay. So if we give up the Burgess, we lose to any of the D-ramp events. Actually no. He can D-ramp with the Enel anyways. So he can always do it. So we always lose if we trash Burgess. Now if we leave him the on plays, now next turn he can force us to give up Devon. Then we'll still only have 3 swings. So I need to actually go live. Otherwise I can't kill him the following turn either, and then it's just never gonna work. Oh, you're right. You're right, actually. The activate main isn't even once per turn. It's just a free D-ramp as much as you want, huh? Oh my god. Why is it not once per turn? He has Gamma Knife. Does he also have like Thor? Or Mamaragon? Man, like how do you play this shit, man, without hating yourself? I mean, I guess Joe plays it and it's fine. But seriously, dog, holy shit. Why? Like, how would they not know that on Enel was already gonna be an insane deck? Why would they need to add all these little loopholes to make it even stronger? What? Completely unnecessary. So dumb. We're still playing till we win. So, okay. I only have 1 searcher and I don't have Burgess on 4, but it's Lafitte. I'll keep it. I'll just hope for the best. Because this could be worse. Okay, there we go. Easy fix. I will start with the stage. And then I'll do it like this. Okay. Would have been really funny if he played Zoro first. It actually would have mattered. Alright, let's first see if... The fuck do I drop here? Like, I want to play Burgess if I get it, but what the hell do I... If not, I activate these, I guess. But I kind of want to have a 2k. I kind of want to have strong Kuzan. I kind of want to have the other Kuzan. Okay, so we do get the Burgess. We made the right play. Just start stacking as many Burgesses as possible as soon as possible. Kind of like playing against Ace. It's finally a winning matchup for us instead of another Enel. I mean, losing to the Sky Luffy matchup is like a pain, but like still 50-50. And it's also not very difficult because by design his leader is brain dead and you can't really, it's impossible. There's no complicated answer to find. You just go face. That's it. Play the cards that let you build up the board as quickly as you can. Yeah. Otama. He ramps up to 7. Next turn he'll be at 9, but he's not already at 8, which is the relevant part. I think we play, we don't have a 5 cost, so we just play 6 cost. Nice, my arrow is a good hit. Does he defend it? He does not. Do we rest Burgess? Maybe. We have the Kuzan. I'm fine with resting it. Okay. And we do now get rid of... I think Tempest Cake is a solid thing to get rid of. We won't hit the 9 costs effectively since we don't have the 7 cost teach, so... I would prefer to just have a little bit more counter. I want the My Ages. I'm in an awkward spot. I don't have 2Ks. If he has... Actually, there's nothing he could have aside from the 8 cost Rusher. But if he has that, countering isn't the problem anyways. Yeah, there's no point where the counter here matters. He only has this swing, and any removal, yeah, okay, fine with me. We just grab another Burgess for the tempo. That makes it more difficult to protect the other Burgess. We won't be able to play, I mean, we can probably find another blocker to play. The Burgesses will go to 8, so they're still vulnerable to the Sanji. I'll need to find an actual blocker. I want the tempo though. I could take Kuzan. They will be a good chunk bigger, but I like the extra card actually. Swing like 6-6. I have 6 down left. Let's start with this here, shall we? That's a lot of 5 costs. I don't really need them. Okay, so there's 6 cost Kuzan. Then I can't do the play here. But he's a good play. I only have 2 Burgesses though. But I can bring back a 5 cost, and then the following turn I can play the Burgess. Get rid of the Tempest Kick here. Okay, so there's the Burgess we wanted, even if we don't have a 2k. I think it's just the play then. Counter? A little bit, I guess. 7k? We have enough counter to defend it, I think. At the same time, it's not a lot. 3 1Ks. Pushes the Burgess up to 8. This one gets blocked, and then he'd need to swing pretty high to kill it. I don't think he will. We can afford to arrest it. Okay. Goes on. Trash a Burgess. Pass. Yeah. Generally, blue-purple Luffy doesn't run anything that would beat us here. There are cards that he could theoretically run. Gravity Blade and the 8-cost Rush Luffy. But people don't really run them because they're not that good most of the time. So unless this dude is just wildly cooking up shit. One to one. Yeah. Fine with me. I want to play 10 cost anyways. Six life. I want to counter out of that. Now this is the type of board I like to see. Not that constant brain draining Enel gameplay. Oh, this is so beautiful. Can I have a 2K though? I'm getting tired of can't swing into that, so we just yeah, we sadly don't get to 9. So we just swing 8 life 3 times. He probably, if he has giant, he only takes 1 hit. If he doesn't, he takes 2 hits. Okay. That one Luffy I faced, the only one that runs the 8 cost, yeah, very possible. I mean, that dude had like a wild deck list. Like, he had like slow beam and shit, right? And the 8 cost Jimbei that gets rush when you trash a card from your hand, which Luffy has like no way to do except that rush Luffy that we mentioned. So absolutely, bro was just on some sort of drugs when he was inventing that. Another Nami. I guess he might play double Nami now, like a defensive play. But the Burgesses will just gain value, so. I mean, his, cards get unstunned, but I get the free block, so. I might not actually get the win, because the OP bounty is fucking up. But we'll see. Okay, 12 onto 8. Blocker. Oh, okay, he's just swinging, huh? He can do 13 again. So he can actually kill another one. So I actually have to do this, and then he can only kill one. I doubt he wants to use all 7 though. He might use 6, you know, 1 open for giant. Yeah. Push his luck. If I had a counter, he would lose the game on the spot. On the other hand, he's already mostly screwed, so kind of understandable. Let's buff him up with my age. Too late for the 10 cost, but do I just go for game before I consider anything else? I can't get the others, like I can't get enough in the trash, so they won't be at 11. He has a lot of cards in hand, but he only has 1 Dawn. So I can use Giant to get out of something scot-free. With 9, I can do like 10, 10, 10, 12 or something. He tanks the 12 and needs to get out of 3 10k swings. Can he get out of 3 10k swings? Maybe. Giant 2k. That loses him 1 card. Now he has 7. A giant 1k, so then he'd be down to 7. Then 2k, 2k, 1k. He's down to 4. 2k, 2k, 1k. He's down to 1 card in life. And he would survive. Well, let's see how he responds to a 10k swing. Because we're not really in like, you know, we're not really gonna get killed by anything. If we don't manage to kill him, we can just play a blocker. 5 cost Kuzan, 6 cost Kuzan, even just a Devon. All of them will work. Okay, so there's the giant. Okay, so he takes 1. Now we can go to 19k. 8, 10, 12. Okay, thanks. But yeah, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So unless he has like only 2Ks, he would die. So I would just go and kill him. Alright, boys, we finally got a fucking win. Through the fire and the flames, through the Enels and the more cancer Enels. Ugh. His name was Momo. I've always wanted to beat up Momonosuke for being a whining, annoying little bitch. So maybe now I got the chance. But yeah, we'll finally head out. It is almost 3 a.m. as well. So thanks for watching the stream. To all, yeah, actually good amount of people, of concurrent viewers. Glad you liked the gameplay. It was a lot of practicing against Enel today. Good to be, I'll check it out a bit more for analysis as well. Thanks for watching. Look at my other videos. Check out some of the other, if you just like, you know, the gameplay, check out some of the previous streams if you didn't, if you weren't there at the time. And I suppose if all the gameplay incites you, you can write me for some coaching as well, also available. So good night or good evening, and that will be all for